phone addiction and the effect on social interaction. Over 70% of the world's population use a mobile phone, and this is likely to increase to 75% by 2019. Phones have become part of our everyday life due to mobile revolution, through which people can communicate with people all over the world and anytime, and this is due to globalization. The technical capacity and functions of the phone has helped people to stay connected and strengthen relationships and ties. Through the apps on the phone, such as Skype, through which we can continue to build relationships and keep interconnected. This links to McLuhan's Global Village, the idea that due to advanced devices such as the mobile phone, we are connected to people all across the globe. It can be argued that this is good for communication since we can stay in touch with our loved ones. Well-known journalist Stephanie argues that today's world is all about the mobile. This she means that the world is all about data. This suggests that our addiction for the phone comes from the fact that it offers a better life for everyone through the consumption of non-stop entertainment. Some argue that phone addiction can be a very bad thing, and this is due to the development of phones and the continuing advancement of technology. So this means that everything will be tracked in the future, so this questions privacy settings. Therefore, we shouldn't just limit our spaces and relationships only to the screens of our phone. We need more than just that. We need intimate relationships where we can give and receive touch, or we can look someone in the eye and communicate. Hence, through social interaction, deep connections can be created, and others feel that we need space, and for some, this can be found on their phone. It can be argued that this phone is most commonly adopted by the youth culture. People use the phone to maintain their social networks such as Instagram and Snapchat. Doing so provides them with a sense of cultural identity as stated by Lustig in 2013. Teens feel the need to adopt this device due to the need to fit with the norms, ideologies and values of the popular culture. Young adults use text messages as a primary source of socialization by contacting friends. According to a UK survey conducted by BBC News in 2017, Instagram is the most dangerous social media platform considering the impact that it has on young people's health. As stated by Benedict Anderson in 1983, young people use the phone due to it being seen as an imagined community where being hooked to your phone would result in continuous rewards again and again. Some teenagers see the adoption of the phone as a way of fitting in with the popular culture and the middle-class ideologies. They use the phone to create a good identity for themselves that is self-fulfilling. Marx would argue that the phone is adopted by the weak and vulnerable so that they can act upon middle-class hegemonies. The bourgeoisies have alienated us from the benefits of face-to-face communication through offering us with the false need of the phone. Therefore, the smartphone is changing the way people interact with each other. Interaction is now prevalent through text messaging amongst our younger generation and thus changing the youth's expectation of social interaction. It can be rightly claimed that due to the post-modern world that we live in today, phones have become more advanced, so they have developed since the 1990s all the way up until 2018 today. The modernization and the continuous development of smartphones has resulted in it being harder for the older generation to use the mobile phone. The change has been seen as significant from once using a simple phone such as the Nokia to now using a smartphone such as Galaxy or Android, as it is more advanced and complicated to use for the older generation. The smartphone has become a cultural phenomenon which everyone pursues today. We can take the consumption of the smartphone from a post-structuralist perspective, arguing that phones give our lives meaning. Neurologists argue that spending too much time on your phone screen stimulates the cortex and confuses the brain and makes it think that phones are necessary for survival. This is damaging to our health, as staying constantly on your phone increases the risk of mental illnesses, whereas socializing helps prevent mental disease and helps us to remember more and think more clearly. Furthermore, the need for modernization is so embedded in our lives that our need for phones acts as a hyper-reality through which we construct and mediate everything that goes on in our lives. In today's postmodern world, we have an anxiety of being disconnected, meaning that separation from our phone causes us to panic and also causes separation anxiety. Lyotard argues that we are living a postmodern scream dream. By this he means that we fulfill the need for modernism in the world through the consumption of the phone. Therefore, we are born disconnected from socialization and rather are lost in the virtual reality of the phone. For this reason, we now engage less in social play due to digital technology such as the smartphone.